Hey guys, hope you guys are doing great today. Hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. It's an amazing day today in New Jersey. A lot of sun. The sun is beaming. I'm planning on going out for a walk with my dog and catch that vitamin D. But before I do that, I just want to relay some information in regards to what I'm doing, in regards to this practice of the emotion code. A lot of people are not familiar with the emotion code, so I'm gonna simplify it the best way that I can. The emotion code basically is a healing modality that was discovered by Dr. Bradley Nelson. That by using bioenergetic healing, applied kinesiology, and magnets, we can remove permanently emotional baggage that's causing mental, physical, or emotional distress. And by emotional baggage, I mean trapped emotions that have been lodged in the body due to emotional, physical, traumatic events. So by using muscle testing, we can identify a specific trapped emotion and release it for good. So when I'm working with clients, guys, usually the issue is mental, emotional, or physical. So for the sake of this explanation, let's say somebody comes to me with a physical discomfort of neck. They're having a neck discomfort issue. You heard of that saying, you're a pain in the neck. Now, that wasn't just made up. That people just don't say that to say it. When that was coined for the first time, usually a trapped emotion of anger or peeved, which means annoyance, gets lodged in the body like a tennis ball, and that can cause stiff neck or neck discomfort. So once we decide the issue that the client wants to work on, the second step will be to identify the root cause. And the way we identify the root cause is through muscle testing, because muscle testing allows us to directly get information from their subconscious mind. So if I'm working in close proximity, face to face, or in my client's presence, then what I will do, I will muscle test them directly, and I will gather biofeedback or information from their subconscious mind. So I will ask, is there a trapped emotion that's causing them to feel neck pain? If the answer is yes, I get a strong response. If the answer is no, then I get a weak response. So most cases, the answer is yes. So I'll ask, is there a trapped emotion that's causing them, neck pain? And I will continue to ask and continue to gather information. So if I get a yes, it is a trapped emotion. These are, this is the list that I use. 60 plus emotions divided into 2 different columns and 6 rows. So I will ask, is this in column A? Is this in column B? If it's in column B, then all these emotions are dismissed. Is it an odd row? If it's in an odd row, then all the even rows are dismissed. And once I get to the particular box that it's in, I just go down the list of 5 emotions, and I ask them. I ask your subconscious mind, is it anxiety? Is it despair? And once I get a strong response, it means it's a yes. So once we identify the trapped emotion, I would ask, when did this occur? What is this related to? Usually the client knows. Once we identify the age or time that it occurred, and I also ask, was this your emotion? Sometimes, guys, we absorb emotions that are not even ours. For instance, what's something that comes up a lot? It's a prenatal trapped emotion. Some of my clients have absorbed emotions when they were in their mother's womb because the mother experienced an intense emotional charge and they absorbed it and have been carrying it since until today. Crazy stuff. Sometimes we also absorb emotions from our friends, from our family members through our lifetime because they experience an intense emotional charge and our vibration wasn't at a particular level where we actually became more receptive to absorb that vibration. So the higher the vibration we're vibrating on, the less likely it is for us to absorb an emotion. And this happens all the time. Emotional resonance, emotional transference, energy transference, emotional entrainment. When the strongest energy in the room is that vibration, the strongest vibration in the room is going to affect all the other energies. It's pretty fascinating stuff. So guys, once we identify the root cause by muscle testing the client, then we will go ahead and release it. But let's say my client is in another country. And usually all my clients are, in another country. Most of them are. And what I would do, I would connect with them via the power of intention, the thought intention. Because we can connect with somebody through the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is very powerful, very, very powerful. And this has been proven time and time and time again. The HeartMath Institute did an experiment where they put two different people in separate rooms. They connected an apparatus in somebody's heart, in one of the person's heart, that measures the electromagnetic waves of the heart. And they put another apparatus in the person in the other room, in the brain or in the head, to measure the electromagnetic frequencies of the brain, or to scan which parts of the brain were being lit up. So what they discovered is, when they told the person, hey, we want you to send loving thoughts to that person from your heart. And once that person began to do that, the other person in the other room, what they were scanning and what they saw was that the parts of the brain that released serotonin was being activated, was actually began to light up. So that's how powerful our thoughts are. When we realize this, it's really, really powerful. So when somebody's in overseas, what I would do, I would ask for their permission, because once I get their permission, that's like the Wi-Fi to the supercomputer, which is the subconscious mind. You know, our subconscious mind is like the black box. It knows everything. You know, it remembers everything, like I was just saying. So once I connect with them via subconscious mind, I would get out of the way. I'm no longer Roman. Now I'm connected to them, and I'm asking questions like I'm them. So guys, I just want to say that I'm not a healer. I'm just a facilitator. I'm just here to facilitate the divinity, to facilitate the power of thought intention, in order for the client's healing infinite presence within them to be activated, because their subconscious mind knows, their body knows exactly what it needs to begin the healing process. So I'm not a healer. I'm just here to facilitate, hold space for my client. So once I'm connected to my client overseas, I begin to ask, am I 100% this person? And once I get a yes, a strong response, then I continue to ask questions. What's causing this discomfort? What's causing this? Is it a trapped emotion? If it's a trapped emotion, I'll do the same thing. I go down the list until I identify the trapped emotion. And once the trapped emotion is identified, we ask, when did it occur, and all these different things. Is it safe to release? Once we get the yes that it's safe to release from their subconscious mind, I begin to release it. And the way it's released is through magnet and thought intention. Again, so why magnets? Well, magnets are pure energy. They amplify intention. So I don't know if you guys ever seen the Nikken rollout. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Nikken rollout. I'll show you, see if I have a picture here. This is the Nikken rollout. This is something that massage therapists use when they massage you. So when they roll this Nikken rollout, which has magnets in them, it amplifies the massage therapist's intention. So if their intention is to make you feel better, to assist you, you're going to come out of there feeling better. But if they're having a bad day and they're working on you with that stuff, yeah, you may not come out of there feeling too pleasant. So magnets are pure energy, and they amplify intention. So just to give you an example, when we have a credit card, right? When you get a credit card, that black strip on a credit card, if you rub a magnet, it's gonna wipe out all the energy, all the information. It wipes out all the information. So this is kind of how this works. So we have meridians in our body, energy channels. If you're familiar with the ancient healing practice of acupuncture, then you would understand this, that there's energy channels, which are called meridians. But the main meridian goes from the top of our lip, up our head, back of our neck, all the way down our spine, all the way down to our lower back. That's like the black line on a credit card. So once we identify the trapped emotions, we get I get a magnet, or if I'm working in close proximity to my client, I will rub it on their main meridian. But if I'm working with somebody overseas, once I'm connected to them and I identify the trapped emotion, I get the magnet and rub it and scroll it. And that wipes out the trapped emotion and releases it. It's profound. It's really, really profound. But usually the physical discomfort goes away immediately. So, yeah, guys, that's basically how the emotion code works. In its simplest form. I'm sure there's a lot of more complexity into it, but I'm just kind of giving you a little taste of what this is. Every time that I work on a person and I see the results, I'm always in awe. So guys, if you guys are interested in receiving an intro session or having an emotion core session done or removing your heart wall, reach out to me. Let me know if you have any questions. Drop a comment. And yeah, guys, hope you guys stay blessed, stay well, stay healthy. Till next time.